We're going to talk about page 14, the last page of the agreement of sale. Just a word about paragraph 22, it's paragraph 21, special clauses. Any box that you mark that you're attaching something and you're identifying it under those special clauses box, make sure that page, that addendum, gets attached to the agreement. Just marking the box is not enough. You actually have to attach the form. Then there's notices to the parties. The buyer has to initial every one of those if they apply that they've gotten the document that goes with every one of the boxes. This is before they sign, and there are no exceptions. The seller also has to acknowledge that they got their consumer notice and their closing costs. Remember what I just said. Buyers and sellers have to say, yes, I got my closing costs before I signed this. Yes, I saw the seller's disclosure before I signed it. You have to have the document there, and you have to have them go over it before you have them sign. And just a word about signatures. If your client is an estate or a corporation, the name of the entity is not the signature. If you're doing it in zip, put, as an example, seller number 1 is the name of the entity, Joe Smith LLC. Then seller number 2 is Joseph J. Smith. Then there's a place for zip so that Joseph Smith can sign, because you cannot just have the signature say Joseph Smith LLC. That is not a signature, and it won't be acceptable at all. So if there's more than one person that has to sign, you just drop it down in zip and add that seller, or add that buyer has it. So there is a place for every single person to sign. If more than one person has to sign, like 2 executors, you can't just use one. You have to have on your agreement everyone that has to sign. Husband and wife both got to sign. Whoever is legally required to sign has to sign. That's my final word on the agreement of sale. Thanks.